Okay, so that was sort of the first thing we did with the legs out was for the tailbone, and then the feet together for sacrum. So we're going to be moving up the spine, and we're going to do a lunge, and it's for low back. And again, so I want to say a few things about this lunge, because this is like, if you were, for me, if you were stranded on a desert island and it was like, if you could only have one pose, which one would it be? This lunge that we're about to do would be that pose for me. And so I'm going to talk a little bit about it. So the idea of this lunge, we're going to do it in a certain specific way to help relax, to help the psoas feel supported. That's one of the major things that happens anyway. And the psoas is this muscle. I don't know, you might hear massage therapists and golfers and yoga teachers, and everyone's always talking about the psoas. Runners, everyone's always talking about the psoas because it's this deep muscle that attaches to your lower lumbars here, or your lumbars, attaches to your lumbars and comes through here and attaches to your legs. So this is kind of what it looks like. It's this muscle that comes through here, and so it helps you do things like this or things like this, it's connected in between here. And it's this really deep muscle, and it has connections to where your diaphragm is. It has connections to that sort of primal, reptile brain, part of our brain that is responsible for creating these survival mechanisms. So this muscle, and remember I talked about how when there's this sort of primal gripping that happens in our system, it happens in our belly, happens around the life force energy in our gut, around safety, etc. And this psoas muscle is really involved with that. And so, different types of yoga, you might see people like doing those crazy poses where they're like, down here like this, and what can happen is that, there's kind of two parts to the psoas. There's the part that's connected between here and here, and then there's a part that's connected between your legs and here. And so you kind of want it to be balanced, if you get one part of it really stretched out, like your hips and your leg part of it, then actually the other part of your psoas that's connected to your spine here, it feels like it has to compensate, it has to be locked down to create stability in this whole area. And so again, it doesn't allow for it, sort of contributes to this gripping on the life force energy in our gut, this primal fundamental sort of gripping that happens. And so we're going to do this lunge in a way that allows for that psoas to be supported, and consequently allowing it then to relax and unwind. And I don't know if there's anything else to say about that, but it's been a pretty powerful, like I said, pose for me. So, very powerful for my awakening. I'm going to bring our left foot out here, and notice that my leg, you can have your leg and your on this side, your right side, and here, everything at a 90-degree angle. And so I'm going to start to bring your left hand around and twist. Kind of paying attention to your edges. Notice where your edges are. We're not like gritting this out really want to be aware and honor your edges. So twist to the place that feels good to you. Noticing as you do this the things that might come up in your system, emotions, sensations, giving yourself permission to feel what's coming up. We're going to hang out here for a bit. Remember to breathe. Okay, so reach around with your left hand to your belly button or your belly there. You're going to kind of get your belly more involved, this area that's in front of your psoas. You're going to get it more involved in the twist by pulling your belly into the twist. You might notice the effect that has. It might of twisting that area more. Pulling your belly into the twist. Hang out there for a little bit and notice what comes up with that. Okay, then you're going to bring your right arm down here outside your left leg. Bring it to the floor so it kind of anchors to the floor. You're going to, again, pull your belly into the twist to the left. And notice how it's pretty close to your leg there, the upper part of your leg. And so what you're going to do is, once you sort of feel like you got it involved with the twist there, pulled to the left as far as you can get it, you're going to kind of set it on your leg. And you're going to use your weight to kind of hold your belly right there. And then when you feel like it's sort of secure there, you can let yourself come forward here like this. And then you're going to extend the right leg, keeping your belly sort of pinned to your leg there with your weight. And then you're going to sort of arch. You can put one of your hands up here and arch your head and your back up so that your heart opens, letting your pelvis, your open pelvis, yawn to the floor. Again, noticing the edges, noticing what comes up as you do this. So with your belly sort of engaged in that twist and pinned on top of your leg, it's like the psoas gets to rest. And there might be something you notice as a result of that. And then you can let your head hang. Let yourself come out of that in whatever way feels safe for you. And then when you're ready, we will go to the other side, the other leg. And so I'm going to have both your legs right now at a 90-degree angle here and there. And you want to take your left hand and put it on the outside of your right leg. And bring your right hand back here and slowly sort of twist back here. Again, sort of feel your edges. Now let your right hand reach around to your belly button, grab some of your belly there, and again pull that, get that involved with the
twist so that so your belly and your low back are sort of getting pulled into that twist. And then take your left hand and reach it down the outside of your right leg there to the floor or to wherever you can. And pull on that belly a little bit to twist the belly. Keep breathing. Okay, now kind of let your belly come down on your leg. And again, pulling your belly around so that it sort of like sits, it gets sitting, so it's sitting on your leg. And press your low back and arch your back and your belly into your leg so that belly kind of gets pinched there or held there against your leg. And then when you're ready, you can kind of let go of the twist, keeping your belly on your leg. Make sure your belly kind of stays on your leg there. Come to this position. Keeping the belly on the leg there. Let this leg work this leg back. Keeping this at a 90-degree angle here on the front. Make sure the belly stays sort of locked onto your leg there. And then you can kind of lift your head and the front of your chest so that there's a stretch that happens in front of your chest. Meanwhile, letting your pelvis yawn towards the floor. The idea again is that this whole area in here where this psoas is being rest by pulling our belly up onto our leg here. It's like taking the pressure off that. It's resting. That's the idea anyway. I can always tell when I get it. It's because there's an opening that happens in my low back and my belly. So like energy wants to start to move up my spine. I don't know where. So. And then when you're ready, you can let your head just hang. Inch your way out of that, however feels most safe way to get out of that.